censorship. I think it's coming to an end now because whenever I used to go to my site where I go and get me latest news, the real truth news, not bullshit mainstream media, I'd go to US military news. And when I used to go and try and post it on my Facebook group called People Power, all in capital letters, when I clicked post, it would come up in red writing saying this URL goes against our community guidelines bullshit. So they wouldn't let us post it constantly. So in other words, I was earmarked by the algorithms to stop us posting anything, because obviously I'm a naughty boy posting the truth. So now if I try and do it now, I can post it because the white hats are in charge and stopping all the censorship. So you've got Facebook, TikTok, you've got YouTube. They're all run by the CIA. You wouldn't think so, but they are. And there's people sitting at desks and they look to see what post is going up, and then obviously, like as soon as I log on, my ISP address must just come up flagged, and I thought, right, we'll watch this guy, see what he's going to post, and if they don't like where I'm posting the truth, they'll delete it straight away, or not even let it be posted, block it straight away. Right, let's look back. So you can see where the rabbits have been digging holes into the bloody slag heaps as well. So there must be loads and loads of warrens under there with loads and loads of families of rabbits. Now with going to usmilitary.news, so if you go in on your internet and type in restoredrepublic.co, that's what takes you to get the military news, which is real news, what's really going on, not mainstream media bullshit and lies, propaganda. And you look for the latest dates and it'll tell you what's going on. So the latest news is supposedly Michael Jackson is coming to make a show. He's showing up again August 12th. So female's a little sports top there. Obviously it's got a football on there, so it's like a sporty top. So somebody's hung it on there for them to see it. So if a person comes back, they'll see that top that was dropped. It might be a Baines or something and drop it. Now, one of the first times I came along here, the second mistake me and Jimmy made was looking for a way to go up there and follow the wall along. But you don't, you keep to the edge here and go through all this bracken. Then you actually climb over a wooden turnstile at the far side. And that's what you continue your journey. But we looked at that, there's a bit of a path going up there and thought, oh, that's where you go. But it's not. Now we see all these walls, like division walls, they're like the old drying rooms. They were all like properly bricked in separate rooms where they put the iron ore in to dry out and stuff like the peat. And obviously lead, wherever they were getting out the digging and the stones. Right, so I'm heading over there to the edge of the the bracken, and where you basically stick close to where the river's running down. So like I say, first time I came here, me and Jimmy clambered up there to get the wall to go along, because I thought that's where you had to go, but it's wrong. So you head for those slag heaps over there, which is on the other side of the river. And there's more ruins and buildings and that there on that side. Right, so you can see the grass path now going through the edge of the bracken. That's where you go. Not up there. Do not go up there. When I was parking the car, there's a guy in his boot and he's getting his bags out and that, and I says, "Oh, are you doing any particular walk?" He went, "Aye." He said, "I'm just going out following Gunnerside." I said, "Are you going all the way to Blakewaite Dams?" He says, "Possibly." And then he's on about like a circular where he's going to go up and come back via the road, I think. So all right. So this is another one of these places where corn would run down there, start plunging through the water and getting a cool drink. Happy as Larry, backwards and forwards, fit as a lop. And then I lost him to cancer through the globulus. And now that I've learned what I know, that when you take them to the vets and the assistant says, "Right, I'll just take the dog through to see the vet at the back," they inject them with all kinds of vaccines, and so they're all developing cancer and dropping to indeed. Because corn was strong as a bull, walking for miles and doing lots of hiking with me. Then he just went downhill, lost his back legs, couldn't stand up and walk for very far towards the end. Then I took him to the vets for pets at the Nook, and the charge was £170 or something like that for just to get his bloods done. So it's all about the money. They're just big corporations, vets now. It's just money. And the same as the PDSA. When you walk in and you haven't even seen anybody to do with a dog, the first thing the gob is, "Do you want to make a donation?" Pisses me off. So I'll say, no, I don't. I said, "I haven't even seen the vet yet to see what's wrong with my dog, or to see if there's anything you can do. So why would I make a donation?" And I speak up loud now so everybody can hear it. So they're trying to embarrass you and like into making a donation. So I just hit back at them and I speak loud and I say, "No, I don't." Because I think the PDSA is just one big corporation now. Now I know people will say, well, they're there to help animals. In the olden days they would, where you used to go like in an old house and they had a wooden box where you could put a donation in if you wanted to. But now everything's computerized. There's women sitting at the desk, and like I say, as soon as you walk in, "Would you like to make a donation?" It pisses me off. Right, so here's the next gate you go through. This is brand new. This used to be a climb over turnstile at one time. So if you did climb up there and try to follow there's no pathway along the wall, so that's why you don't go up there. You've got to come along the bottom here to get on further where you're going. I cannot remember this bit. I remember you used to go along the bottom and wait a minute, through there you used to stay there. Then you're next to a wall and then there's a climb over turnstile where there was a gap in the wire fence where the dog used to go through. So that must be further along, so you must have to go up here to get further along to get to it. So this is just like a refresh for me to remember how to go along. Right, that's my first GoPro 9 battery gone as I'm coming up the hill from that new turnstile gate. Then I'm clambered up and then just continue along the pathway and then drops down at the far side again. And it opens up. It's just because there's now I'm sure I used to go along there. You can see a bit of a path on the far side. I don't recall coming up here, so I might be going in the wrong direction. Because that to me looks like the main path you walk along, like I'm familiar with, where you go through a turnstile gate by a fence, or this drops you down onto it. I can't remember. So at least coming this way, I'll familiarise myself with the pathways again. I mean, I'm still going in the right direction, but it's just I don't know if I'm on the right path to do it. Yeah, I think this goes further along, and then you're right next to the wall where there's nothing grown, and then you climb over a turnstile, like I say, where there's a gap in the wire fence where the dog used to squeeze underneath. But the path's getting overgrown where you can't really see it in certain places. Each time I'm pushing them to the side, I'm disturbing all the little flies that's landing on it. So there's millions of little bastards flying about all over. Ah yes, just along there I can see the fence, so you go between a wire fence and the wall. So I can see it up ahead now, so this is the right way. I'm good for that. So that probably was the main pathway over there, but it must get over flooded or something. So that's why they made this path to get further along. So that first battery's just gone, so that was an hour and a half. It's taken us along to get from Gunnerside to that new spring-loaded turnstile gate. Now normally, if I was young and fit, I'd be at the ruins by now, the Blakethwaite ruins. But because of balance issues and having to go slow, it's taking a lot longer to get along here. Right, there should be a turnstile at the end of this 75-yard section of fencing. Yeah, there it is there. Bugger off, man. Right, so you can start to see the slag heaps on the other side now. And all the bits of old ruins of the buildings. Bugger off, flies, man. Bloody hell. Get swamped by the little bastards now. So it's that dry now, you can literally step over the river now. You don't have to kind of go by the road on the other side. You can literally walk across it now and get on the other side of the river anyway to go and see the ruins on that side, if you wanted to, that is. Well, this was where the hole was to let the dog go underneath here, but they've put that there to try and stop any sheep coming along here and getting into the wrong fields. Right, this is loose as hell. Right. Right, clear views down to the river. So let's just take a pause and look around. So obviously signs of history of mining, slag heaps So far, that was the only bit I couldn't remember through that new gate and coming up the hill to get up on this path I'm on now. I couldn't remember that bit there. Right, so once again you've got the stream right below you now. So there was a bit of fencing here. Stop your falling down there, but it's rotten. You just snap off. More bits of buildings here as well on this side. So you imagine when it's been lashing down the rain, all that centre section there is covered in water. You don't see the island. And the water comes up about 2.5 to 3 foot deep. Right, won't be long before I'm out in the open. I just start going up through the fields, and that's when I'm going to get red hot and the sun burning my head. Feels weird having my boots on again and all, after I just normally wear my Salomon everyday walking boots, which are very lightweight and soft and comfortable, padded at the ankles and stuff. Right, once again let's have a close look. So there's bits of buildings, like a bit of a wall, what's left of a building over there. You've got the slag heaps here. You've got a bit of a house building there, then you've got the main one there. They were like the workshops area where they use the machineries, not in them brick buildings, the bigger ones. So you can see where people scrambled down there and then went along the path at the bottom and gone across to go and see the ruins on that side. I mean, if you go to the end of the ruins, that last building there, there's a bit of a track goes up on a bit of a gradient going up to the main road at the top. So you go out there and just gently go uphill and get onto the top road to go back to Gunnerside that way. If you were starting to get knackered and you had enough, or it was too hot, or it was lashing down the rain, just an alternative way to go back. Alright, another gap through the wall. Ow! Oh, I've just nearly put my hand on one of them big tall prickle nettles things with a purple flower on the top. I didn't see what it was properly because obviously everything's covered in bracken, so I just put my hand through to grab a hold of it and I got prickled to death. Right, once again, these walls are so thin, when you do get up, they're so, you kind of turn your boot round. Right, 1, 2, 3, kick up. That's it. And down. Right, so this is where I'm in the open now. So I've got to go up and then go along and along and along. I once came down here and it was wet, and I slipped off just here where these bumpy bumpies are, and I went down and I landed a bit on my side and I winded myself. Oh, it was like a horse that kicked us in the side. Painful. And obviously you get a bit of a fright when you go down like a bag of hammers. Boom. Right, let's turn around again. Well, I've got the height. So the stream is creating like a Y junction there. It's got a bloody big island in the middle. But like I say, like them big buildings were like where they had the lathes and workshop tools and stuff, where there was different kind of workers doing different kind of jobs. And you can just see the arched entrance into a little mine, and a set of brickwork there. Right, so I've got to make my way up to that wall, you can just see, and then you just walk along the edge of the wall, up and over,